𝐷, Book 1 and 2, Complete Audiobook, by Marius. Self-published in June 2, 2023. All rights reserved. Introduction. Who is this book for? This book is for any artist struggling, not knowing where to go or who to ask for help. It's for the shy artist who doesn't want to put their art out there. It's for the artists who want to know more about art. This is for the artists who want to be who they really are. It's for the starving artist who ought to be a hungry artist, hungry for wisdom, not starving for food. And this is a book for successful artists too. This is a book that I wish could help you be the best you are. These are lessons that I learned and wish to share with you to help you in your journey. I find this book has many gems in it if you can read through the stories, jokes, and geek stuff. This book is also for my friends who were there with me and never left my side, even if I was being a prick to them, or was broke and was just plain dangerous and harmful. I wish I can give you as a gift these intangible lessons that I learned along the way to where I am now, that you guys were also a witness and a part of these art adventures and misadventures. I hope you take the time to read this and use it as a tinder to spark the flame of any project you're planning or already making. I believe in you guys. This book is for my wife, 𝐷, who is also an artist. These are stories that I know that you already know and spoke to you about a million times over dinner and art discussions, but as our pastor, Ed Lapis, said, a reminder is given to someone who forgets. 𝐷. And this will be my ultimate guide and reminder for you anytime you feel lost or uninspired. May you discover new wisdom in this book too. I love you. This book is also for our son, Maelstrom, who when you grow up, you can read about your father's failures and blunders and learn from them. Maybe to prevent you from making the same mistakes I did, but more so to guide you to find your calling. This is also for you to have discipline and faith in God, the universe, and yourself. Read it to your heart's content. I know you're my biggest fan. Make art that you love. This book is also for my family, to remind you guys to be brave and take a leap of faith in following your dreams, in making art, in writing, in cooking or baking, in making more world-renowned steel and metal craft, to inspire you in planning more amazing parties, for you to make more photographs, vlogs, YouTube videos, and for my mom for her to finish her cookbook, so that we can read it and cook her specialties in our new home. This book is also for me, as a reminder to myself of who I am. We are all forgetful creatures, and we often bury what has been done before, either traumatic events or triumphant situations. Good or bad, we seem to forget them when we have gone far enough in life. And so the lessons we learn from them are something we forget as well. Not entirely, but having this kind of reminder gives me a blueprint of how I can be true to myself again and again. My past is a roadmap for my today. As Steve Jobs called it, connecting the dots, looking backward, not forward. And it's the cookie jar David Goggins talks about when he said whenever he's put on a hellishly difficult challenge or task, he goes into the cookie jar and pulls out a cookie. The cookie represents the difficult things he's done that he made a difference, and by doing this, reminding himself, he's able to inspire himself, again and again, even transform himself to achieve even more unbelievable feats. This book to me is my cookie jar, my art zen. This book is for God our Father. This is my promise to him, to share my art experiences and the lessons I learned from all the challenges and difficulties I went through, and how I survived. Every time I slay a dragon and exorcise a demon, every time I surpass my limit and reap the fruits and overflowing rewards, I thank God that I have been so blessed to be able to accomplish all of these feats. And it is because of him, having him in my mind always in every project, in my heart as I do anything, and in my spirit as I am of him. Whenever I look back and thank him for all his gifts and blessings, I always hear him say, share what you know with those around you, share your gifts and lessons with the people who need them the most. And I smile, teary-eyed, that he has given me these achievements and challenges of how to overcome them, so that I may share them with all of you. And that is my promise to him, and now I give this book to you. About the cover. The artwork on the cover is something I made back when I first started to become an agent of truth. There wasn't a halo then, I added it just only now while making the cover for the book, just because I felt something was missing without it. Art sometimes works like that. And no, I don't want to say that I'm a saint or I'm Jesus by having a halo. However, I do want to say that we can all lead a holy life. Maybe not the kind where we're in a monastery or living as a monk in Tibet, but just plain being someone who chooses to be more aware of his fuck-ups, and strives to be a better person daily, and maybe even a better artist at the same time. We can be like Jesus. Not to be him per se, having a messiah complex, no, not like that. We can be like him as best we can by following the lessons and wisdom he taught and being more loving. I think a lot of people don't realize we can indeed be like him because he too was human, which is what I believe is the essence of his teachings, how to be like him. The best thing about following Jesus' footsteps is we can all do it, no one is excluded. As he also taught us that even sinners can repent. Paul became an apostle. Sinners can become saints. And as someone as flawed and a bastard like me, depending on when you knew me or how you see me, I have chosen to live my life on a better path. leaving the previous version of me. The halo is a symbol that I have changed myself for the better. And we can all change for the better, even if we think we don't deserve better, because we all do and because we all can. And that is what this book is about. These are all my experiences as an artist encountering challenges in life and art. Of how I dealt with them and survived them by bettering myself and my understanding, of improving my art and philosophy. Being enlightened on the things that once appeared dark and terrifying when I was just beginning. If you noticed, I also have a third eye opened in the drawing I did of myself. The wonderful detail about this simple drawing is that both of my actual eyes are closed, but ironically, that's when the third eye opens. This means when we meditate and we close our eyes, we can see solutions we aren't able to see before just using our regular eyes. But if we use our mind's eye, we can see a lot more than what's physically there. While meditating, I think of all the things we have to do, pondering everything current that is happening in my life at the moment, thinking of solutions and ideas, thanking God, praying, asking for forgiveness, and asking for blessings. And lastly, staying silent to hear my inner voice, God's voice, in a quiet place where I can be alone. I find the time to take time to prepare my mind before I really have to start my day. And I find that I can function more smoothly because my mind is clear. Ideas come and flow more often too, and they are fantastic. Because I meditate, I feel that I am always in the zone and in a Zen-like state. 𝐻𝐸 is a book where I have shared my thoughts and insights about the lessons I learned in art and life, which has helped me be a better artist in person. The chapters are divided into quotes that I came up with while I needed help for me to survive the dilemma I was in. I created them as mantras, or insights, for me to keep in mind the next time I'm in a similar situation. I invite you to read the stories and learn from them what you can, take away from them what you will, and even share them with others if you like. We all deserve a little inspiration and help from time to time. Allow me to share with you mine. Marius Black has been making art for more than 20 years. It's about the lessons he has learned from all his experiences in life and art. This book is invaluable to any artist who feels lost and wants to find his way in following his passions. This book is also for those lost in their path who feel that something is missing in their life. 𝐻𝐸 is the marriage between making art and being a mindful person, not only in art, but also living the art of life.